Yeah, but I think what I want to do is this. I need some white wood.
So I just started recording because I've been waiting for Gourley to get off the server, and I have some plans.
What are you doing to him?
Um,
Uh,
I have a little hidden chest over here, and there are some items in here which I just removed. I don't know if you saw it before I removed it.
yeah, I did.
Um,
You're gonna decorate his tree, aren't you?
yeah. um, I've been wanting to do this for quite a while, but that guy just never gets off Skype. So I'm never quite sure when he's not on the server. But right now, so tonight I'm finally on when he gets off. So I know that he's not on. So I'm gonna go up here, and it's funny because for quite a while I had all this stuff in my inventory, and I logged off on the very top of the tree. And problem was that almost any time I got on, he was on. And I wanted to get back to actually playing on the server, so I actually ended up having to abort the mission for that time span and hide the vines that I gathered. I guess for anybody who didn't see it, I have a pretty much half an inventory full of vines, which was very easy to gather considering there's a jungle biome pretty much on the edge of Spawn Town. So I'm going to kind of get back up here into his tree. This is going to be pretty good because he actually logged off in Spawn Town. I kind of intended this to be while, he was away at the farm or something like that. But it works out pretty well that he's in spawn, so he'll see it quicker if I can pull this off properly. Pull this off up here. I need to. The funny thing is that Benchy, I don't know if you've been to the top of the tree, but he actually skimped at the top of the tree here.
No, I haven't been up there in a
Oh,
while.
there's spaces and windows and stuff like that he.
So it makes it real easy to throw a few
Oh,
vines
makes
up
it
and have them.
really easy. Like I was very afraid. Like it's still like kind of difficult to get around up here, but it's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. So I'm going to throw a pearl out here. But yeah, there's if you get above, there's a certain level where it's like the widest part of the tree, and it's very obvious where that is. And above that level, yeah, he really kind of skimped. It's like he got to a point where he's like, okay, I'm done. Screw this tree. Let's just put a bunch of windows here. So I'm
Yeah.
gonna attempt to get on the. I was at one point on the outside. I'm not anymore. I need to. I got to the outside before without breaking any leaves whatsoever, and I want to do that again. I want to figure out where I was. Where was I? Oh, there I am. Okay. There actually is a pretty large hole in the roof area of the tree where pretty much, you know, any vandal can get out.
He's got. Huh. I didn't realize. I'm climbing up the tree now. I didn't realize
Oh
he had
crap.
jungle trees growing inside of it.
He does. I
Yeah.
just completely I whiffed on getting out of the tree. There's a. Uh, I'm making a fool out of myself currently. See if I can heal up right here. But yeah, it's pretty much like the further you get up into the tree, the worse the coverage, I guess, gets.
I'm like inside the tree here. Oh, I am inside the tree. There you go. Going down.
Yep. Crap.
I hadn't really been inside this thing in a while.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay. Ladder up. Ladder up. I'm being a complete dumbass right now, pretty much. Okay, where is this hole?
Oh, but I just overshot the tree.
Whoops.
Oh, no, I'm still on top.
You're right there?
Wow.
Yeah, there are certain places you can get to that, there we go. Okay. I'm on the outside right now. There you are. Hi,
Yeah,
Benji.
I found a way up.
So did I. So, I have, let's see, about 15 stacks of vines.
Now, are you going to put them on the edge so they hang down? Is that your thought?
That is where I'm going to start. So, let's see. Let's get this stuff on the bar here. And of course, then after I do this, I'm going to have to stay on the server for quite a while.
It's going to take a long time to grow. That'll be awesome, though. That'll be hard to clean up, too.
No, it won't be. It'll be very easy to clean up.
Oh, then you're doing it wrong.
Well, that depends on how many vines I have left over.
That's true.
If I have vines left over, it'll be a very difficult time because I'm just going to put it all over whatever I have left here is going to go all over the bark of the tree. And that will be a pain.
Yeah, that would be.
But it's kind of funny. Like Gourley's tree kind of half got covered in snow, if you can see it. Like half or like 3/4 covered in snow. Because it's kind of a little bit in a extreme hills biome and a little bit not.
Yeah.
He has mentioned that several times. I know he's not happy about it. Pretty much like while I'm not happy about what happened to my desert base, he's not too happy about having snow on the top of his tree. So I wonder how he feels about having vines on his tree. So I'm basically turning his entire tree into a huge weeping willow. So we shall see how he reacts to this.
I'm sure he'll completely appreciate it.
I would hope so. I would hope so. I've been waiting to do this prank on him for quite a while. Wow, I actually just fell off the tree and grabbed onto the freaking vines that I just placed. That's pretty good. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough vines. Actually,
You know what the growth rate of vines are? Do you
I
know that?
don't remember what they are. I know it's fairly random, but I'm probably gonna just stay on the server for at least a couple hours.
Yeah.
Although I heard you yawning, so I know you're gonna get off pretty soon.
I am. It's late, and I've been doing this whole late night gaming too many nights in a row lately.
Well, just think about me, man. I'm 3 hours ahead of you.
I know, and you're gonna have to sit around here. Well, you could always AFK on here.
I can always,
so-
I can. I actually. So here's the thing. Like I plan this. I've had this in the works for maybe 2 or 3 weeks now.
Yeah.
This was before the little sand gift prank that you guys pulled together. So
it's funny. We were talking about it last night. You seem to be the only one that gets pranked on the server.
Oh yeah, we'll see about that now.
Yeah, that's true.
But so I've had this like in the works for 2-3 weeks now, and I actually had one night where I set an alarm for 3:30 a.m. to get up and prank Gourley with this exact prank. And dude, I freaking woke up and turned that alarm right off
I
and just went back to sleep and went, screw it.
thought you were gonna say that you got up and he was already on.
No, 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 no. I just straight up got up and went, nope.
That's funny.
Sleep is more important. So, oh, freaking hell.
Did you fall?
Yep.
Uh,
Oh, man. I knew that was going to happen at least once. But I think I'm going to cut my recording right here because it's probably getting a little bit long of me just placing vines. People know I'm going to recover all my stuff right now. So I'm going to come back in just a minute. Hey everybody, so it is now about 4 hours later, and unfortunately, I think I may have done something wrong with the with where I decided to AFK, but everything's kind of growing out, but nowhere near as much as I thought it would by now. It's still looking pretty good, so what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to AFK up at the top of the tree, because as you can see, it seems like the vines down here, you guys wondering, I was AFKing like right down here. It seems like the vines down here have grown a lot more than the ones at the top of the tree. So I'm going to go AFK up there. It's now 7:30 in the morning. I need to get some sleep. But I decided to leave a little sign here for Gourley. With all the time you spend on the server, you would think that you would remember to trim your tree now and then. Tisk tisk, love, EB. So I have no idea what time Gourley is planning on getting on the server. He usually gets on pretty early. Usually by the time I'm on in the morning, which is like 9, 10 o'clock, he's already on. So that does not bode well for this. But I'm going to go AFK at the top of the tree. Hopefully that's going to speed up some of the growth of the vines up there. And I'm going to just hope that he does not get on very early today so that this can continue to grow. I will get back with you guys once he either finds it or it grows to the ground, which is what I'm hoping is going to happen. So I'll see you guys again in a little bit. Hey guys, so by some miraculous stroke of luck, Gourley has not come online yet, and it's in the middle of the afternoon at this point. So I've just been kind of AFKing some more and hoping he doesn't come on. But that's a little bit more what I was planning on it looking like. I added some vines onto the sides of the tree too, just to make it a little bit harder to clean up. So I also had the thought that maybe he planned on doing this himself at some point. So, whatever. I still think it's going to be a huge shock for him when he comes on and sees this, and hopefully he'll start recording when he comes on. Yeah, I like how this turned out. I really do. So this is going to be it for this video. Sorry for the slightly choppy nature of it, but I've been AFKing up there. I think I'm going to AFK up there until I see him come online. Guys, notice I don't have a whole lot in my inventory here. I've actually gotten rid of all my tools, and that's just in case he comes on and catches me and decides he wants to kill me while I'm AFKing, and I don't want any of my stuff to despawn. So I'm gonna go AFK some more, and hopefully we can get these vines to reach down even further. The vines from the lower branch, we can see over here, have reached the ground. It's great. All the vines on the actual, oh man, this is great. So the vines are actually partially covering the sign now, which I think is fantastic. These are vines that are coming off of the lower branch there. Oh man, I really cannot wait to see his reaction, and you guys will see this video as soon as Gourley finds this and decides he wants to put up a video of his own, which I'm sure will be pretty quickly. So thank you guys for joining me on my very first prank on the RAC server. I think this is my first prank, actually. Hello, zombie. Where did you come from? He must have came out of the house there. But yeah, thank you guys for joining me on my very first prank, and I really like how it turned out. So, see you guys later.